What's up, guys? Banger day today, banger Lotto Friday, absolutely crazy morning. And we caught it. I caught it. I caught it with the team live trading just like this. I'm showing my screen, showing my fills, showing everything. And of course, if you're part of the team, you get access to the trade channel, which of course, you get straight access to the trades, right? So we caught right at open, right? Look at that, 1 minute into open right there today on December 19th. Yeah, we caught this massive QQ move, right? QQ calls, beautiful. It's exactly what we're looking for. And I can get into how we caught that, how I caught that, and just being prepared for it, right? And how I knew right at open and it was time to go. It was time to go. I knew it was time to go for Nvidia. I knew it was time to go QQ. Tesla was a little bit more questionable. I didn't know if it was going to go or not, but it was looking like it was. It opened up above the 487, ended up pushing to the 490, but ended up rejecting. Puts ended up working there. No trigger on Tesla for me. I didn't go for it. I saw semis were stronger pre-market. We saw AMD kind of make a very similar move here, rip out. I saw Palantir do the same things. You look at that, beautiful. I love these patterns. We win nonstop on these breakout patterns like this. So if you're interested in kind of learning that, if you want to work on one-on-one, like with me, mentorship, sign up for that, wap.com/real capital. You can sign up for that. We can work one-on-one and I can show you how I find these setups. And I'm only, running these plays on SPY, QQ, NVIDIA, the big tech, Tesla, Apple, Amazon. And that's how I don't look around the market for other names. I just look for these names. And when it sets up, it's time to go. I go for it. I know it's going to be a banger move. And that's why, I really love playing these. So we can kind of get into that as well, how I caught, that bigger move there. And definitely. So first things first, though, if you guys want my live trades, again, I only took 2 trades today, which was QQs at open, right? $100 a contract for those 616s, ran to 225 plus. So over 125% moved right there. I did take some NVIDIA Lottos, $90, ended up running to 126 there, 40%. I'll take that. 2 for 2, really good, really good. And the day before that, right, Thursday, only one trade took puts at open 95. Fill on those 606 puts and went to 174 plus. So absolute banger there. Each trade I've been taking the past few days have gone over 100%, which is absolutely insane. Every single one, each one this week really has been over 100, over 200. It's been insane. So absolutely crazy stuff there. But I just want to get on live here and just kind of see how y'all doing. Pretty cool stuff. But we caught the main move here on Q, and I'll get into that here in a minute. If you're watching this, show some love, retweet the stream. Let's get it out there. Let's get at least 50 people on here, and I'll start explaining why and how I took QQ calls at open with confidence, how the king of the open does it, baby. I want to go over that for you guys. How does the king of the open do it? How did he do it again today? How did he do it yesterday? How does he keep doing it, right? And I want to show you guys, or I at least want to explain it a little bit. I know maybe you guys might not, I don't know, unless you just have to have your levels, right? You got to have your levels. All right. Not bad. Gotta have your levels. Gotta have your levels, guys. I will go over that here. So. Let's get at least 50 people in here and we'll get it going. I'll explain it to you guys. Got 30 plus people. I know y'all probably busy midday right now. Hey, hang in there though. We'll get 50 people and we'll start getting into it. Like I said, you want my trades, guys. Why are you guys not banking with me? Why? Look at this. 2 for 2 today. QQ 616 lottos, 1 minute in the market open. 1 minute in the market open. You can see obviously what happened. We slammed above the 611 level, ran to 617. That's a $6 move. Those calls went in the money. In the money. Took one other play after that, right? Nvidia small lotto, $90 right there. Ended up running to 126, 40%. I'll take that. I'll take that. 2 for 2. The day before that, you can see right there, those lottos, 95. Uh, that's all I took in that morning. Just boom, all out. They went to 200 plus. I stopped looking at 174. Banger at open there. So, guys, get my trades, guys. Get my trades. Why are y'all not locked in? All right, we got 40 plus people in here, 50 people, and I'm gonna go over how I caught QQ here at open for over 125% on the contracts, and I was late to the party. I felt like I was late to the party. Like I waited till we started pushing up a little bit for me to really go for it, and I should have just slammed right. I mean, I slammed at a minute out. Like the thing was, I was trying to get filled and I couldn't get filled, so that was the harder part. Trying to get filled, I was trying to get the 615s, and they ran on me fast for under $100. They went from like 89, $80 to over 100 fast, and I was trying to get filled on that. Couldn't quite do it there, but all good. Rolled up to the 616s knowing this is going to be an explosive move, and we should be all right. We should be all right. We should have 50 people, right? We should have 50 people. Where we at? Where we at? Show some love, guys. Retweet the stream. Let's get 50 people in here, and let's get over it. Let's go over how I caught those calls at open, guys. It's crazy. If you want my trades, wap.com/Regal Capital. If you're wanting more information about Regal Cap, you can always go to regalcap.com. Learn more about the organization, learn more about me a little bit, learn more about how we do things, Regal Cap zones, stuff like that. So, learn more. If you want to just get straight to it, sign up, wap.com/Regal Capital. Get straight into it, guys. Don't even wait. You've been following me on Twitter. You've been watching me. How long are you going to tell yourself, all right, yeah, I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep waiting. No more. It's almost 2026. No more. No more waiting. No more watching. It's time to just pull the trigger. It's time to go. It's time to get it. Yeah, where we at? All right, about to be 50 people. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all locked in? Y'all got y'all's favorite beverage? Y'all cozy? Y'all ready to learn something? Let's learn something. I think the best part is learning, right? The best part is just understanding, learning, knowing where we're at in the market, so you can bank off plays like this all the time. All right. Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna go over where QQ stopped out, or at least hit high of day, which you're gonna be shocked. Not shocked, but I'm not shocked because it's my strategy. But you might be shocked that it literally went to the penny, which is crazy. So we'll go over that. Once we get 50 people in here, retweet the stream, show some love. Let's get 50 people in here, and we'll get it going. We will get it going. We got 47 people. Come on now. Y'all trolling me? Y'all gotta be trolling me. 3 more people, unless I gotta refresh it. I know it's kind of lagging. X be lagging with the exact people showing up here. Someone retweet. Let's get some people here. Let's get it going. Come on. All right, let me refresh this. Let's see if we got enough people now. We should. Let's see. Let me see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'll give it another minute. Come on now. Y'all are trolling me right at 47 people. Y'all are trolling me. It's not refreshing. There we go. 54 people. Yeah, it just wasn't refreshing. All right, cool. We got over 50 people here in the stream. So let's get over it. Let's just go over, how we caught, this massive move. Let's see. All right, let's learn. All right, let's do this. How we caught this massive move, and to be honest, it was very easy. And I want you guys to run with this information the next time you see it. The next time you see it. Shout out to 65 people here. All right, so look. The reason why I went QQ instead of SPY was this. Q was a lot stronger, right? I woke up, saw that we gapped up. We did eat some of the gap, most of the gap on the move down here, pre-market, right? I was like, okay, guys, and I'm telling this to the team, pre-market. If we don't open up above 611.75, which is my exact top of the zone right here, if we don't open up above that level right there, it's likely we're going to come down to that gap, and we could probably play puts into this move, but it's going to be a little bit faster. It's just unfavorable for me, to be honest. I would see a bigger move if we opened up above it. And the reason why is because why that 611.75? First of all, I'm great at charting, right? So my levels are really accurate, right? And even if you're not good at charting, you can still look at the previous day. What happened on the hourly on the previous day on a higher time frame? Notice those wicks above, but the body never opened up opened up above that 611.75. That is a resistance right there. The body tells the story. Pay attention to the body of the candle. I don't care what time frame you are. Pay attention to the body of the candle because it makes more sense, on any time frame with the body of the candle. Now, you're on a higher time frame, the bigger the candle is going to be, obviously. So the more explosive the move is going to be. So I saw the hourly, 4 hour, everything was going to open up above, our zone here. And so that's good. That's how I'm the king of the open, because I know the daily, the 4 hour, everything is opening up above or opening up at open, right? So I know that if it's above a certain level, that I can definitely take it because it's likely going to be, respecting it very well. So notice how right there we could not open up above it yesterday. Notice how today we opened up above it. And that's what I said. We need to open up above that level. We did. Now, I told the team this is opening up above the level. Calls are going to work. Even if we got to dip down into this level, which I said it could be a possibility. That's why I would like to go 1 days, but if they don't do that, then lottos definitely will work. Lottos are only risky when the play is risky or the setup is risky. If the setup is strong golden, if it's a strong setup, it does not matter what contract you go, because no contracts will be risky because it's going to work. It's just going to work. So don't think lottos are risky. Lottos are great when you know the move is going to work. And how do you know that? Well, you know that by just knowing your levels here, and just being kind of locked in, right, to your level. So we opened up, and that's why I went lotto. Well, it is Lotto Friday, so I never really touch lottos unless it's Lotto Friday, or I know the move is definitely going to work. So this was just one of those moves where I knew it was going to work and it was going to explode. I'm doing this live. We opened up, right? We opened up right here, and I'm on the hourly, right? Usually I trade on the 15, but I'm on the hourly. Either way, the 15 just as great. Little bit of we didn't get any dip. We didn't get any dip. It opened and it just started pushing. As it started pushing, I'm like, oh, I have to slam. And so, 1 minute in, I took it with that notion of that it could dip into this area and then flick right back up because we're playing the hourly. It could do that. And I'm fully prepared to weather that storm if it does. Now, if it doesn't, it's going to push up like this. And I'm not about to miss out on that. Right. So that's exactly what happened there, where I slammed those. I tried going for the 615s, couldn't get filled there. Rolled to the 616s. Team got in, and it just started working, baby. That's exactly what we're looking for. It was a massive hourly candle on the move up, and you can just see, 1 minute into open, you see right there at 8:31 my time. 9:30 would be opening for Eastern, but I slammed those 616s for the lottos, and moved all the way to 225 plus. Those went in the money beautifully, guys. And so if you want my trades, all you got to do is sign up WAP.com/Real Capital, get the member role. You're a member. You now have access to the Discord, and you have now access to the trade alerts, right? I took a second play today, NVIDIA, little lotto call, $90, all out for 40% at 126. I'll take it. Good move right there. NVIDIA was strong all day. If I didn't go QQ at open, I was definitely going NVIDIA at open because it did the same exact thing, same exact pattern. I had I saw really good, really good plays. Nvidia, QQQ, Palantir. I could have gone Palantir. Same setup, same blast. Even has a gap up there. Couldn't quite get there, but you know, again, very, very easy. And this is the setups that I love to play and how we bank on nonstop. Setups like this. And how do you know that? Just it's man, it's just perfect. Spy did the same thing. Now the spy wasn't as clean as a move. It did move up, $5, $4, and now it's up six right now. But I mean, as far as the move, I didn't know what they would do at 678, 677 yesterday's supply. I don't know if they would shoot up, reject it. Spy was a little bit weaker, but I am going to be eyeing Spy going into next week because look at this downtrend breakout. Oh my God. Downtrend breakout, baby, on SPY. And we're magneted up to 688 next week. Or, yeah, well, next week's short, but, we're going to be there. We're going to be there. This is a downtrend breakout. And we're going to be there for sure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, I can't wait. I can't wait at all. This is next week's going to be amazing. So don't miss out, right? WAP.com/RealCap. Don't miss out. We're running back to all time highs. It's going to be easy. Downtrend breakout. And if it closes up here today, which it likely will, we're going to see a move all the way back to all-time highs. It's just inevitable, right? Downtrend breakout, we always squeeze back to where we sold off, and where we sold off was all-time highs. So we're there. Don't be getting bearish now. Do not be getting bearish now. Let's see how next week kind of goes. Now, I did see a nice move on gold yesterday. Good push out of that. Again, this was the same setup. That I played today, that I've been playing, just beautiful, move out there. And then, that next hourly came right back down. That's the beautiful thing about this setup. You have an hour to make your move, to really make your money. You're going to make your money. And even if it fails and comes right back down the next hour, you still made 100%. You still made 200%. You still made 50, 75, 80, whatever the percentage, you're still making a high percentage. That's why I love alerting this to the team. So I love taking these plays. That's why I love, winning nonstop on these plays right here. So pretty cool stuff. Q, we ended up rocketing to our supply target right up here. Supply, right? If you don't know, real cap zones, red means sellers, green means buyers. We had a lot of support down here. Now you know why we blasted out. Our Q ended up running to our 618, 617 supply here, right? Notice where we stopped out of high day. Can you see right there that 617.62? My first level is 617.62. Amazing. We hit that to the penny, and then you can see, let's get on the 15, but you can see we hit that to the penny and just, wicked away all the way back down to 614. That's a $3 drop. Times, if I miss the move like that and I wait for us to hit supply, sometimes I will play, that short out of supply. And, that's a $3 move. You're making money on lottos. So, you can play the zones up or down, however you want to play it. It's awesome to do. So, this is how we caught, the massive move. I made over $700. And I sized, and I didn't size all the way up like I wanted to. I should have. I didn't. I played it a little bit safer. I know y'all can call me what y'all want, but I wanted to end the week very strong. And if it worked out the way I wanted to, it'd be a bigger win. Good. 700 plus $740, however much I want. Beautiful. That's just icing on a really good week. We absolutely killed it. And like I said, if you sign up for the member role, you get access to the trade alerts, right? You get access to almost everything in the member role. But, my trades, 2 for 2 today, right? 40% on the NVIDIAs, and then over 125% win on the QQs. Absolutely insane there. Absolutely insane. But guys, why are you not locked in? If you get signed up for the member role as well, you get RioCap AI as well. That helps a lot. Helps a lot with direction and things like that. So lock in, guys. Lock in. Why are y'all not signing up? If you want more just info on RioCap, RioCap.com, you can learn more about the organization. If you want to just get straight to it, I know y'all have been following me for, if you've been following me on Twitter for a while and you're like, I'm tired, I don't need to know more. Let's go. Sign me up. Let's get it. That's wealth.com/Rico Capital. You can still get to wealth.com/Rico Capital through RicoCap.com. So just, you can learn more, do whatever. Yeah, guys, I love banking. I love, I love just being able to, help y'all, do well, make money, and just keep it moving, right? Just keep it moving. And just a lot of y'all do learn like how and why I take some of these trades, and that's the whole point, right? Because a lot of people, I would say, maybe alert trades or do trades, um, and have no explanation on why they do it, and just be like, hopefully it wins, right? If I'm winning on a trade, or and if I take any trade, I'm likely going to win on it. Like I have a high win rate. I'm I'm going to win on it. And if I'm sticking to my rules and doing everything, it's I'm telling you, if I just stick to the game plans, my win rate is in the 90s, high 90s. I don't miss. I really don't miss. And if I go small on a play, is because it's a little bit risky and I know to size down. And if I lose on that, perfect, because that means I sized down and I knew that this likely has a low, not low percentage of winning, but it's just I don't like the criteria, right? As it's not as favorable. It's not like, what I'm saying. Like the saying goes that if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And so if I'm not hell yeah going into this like I was QQ calls at open, then it's gonna be a hell no. And if it's a hell no, I still gotta try it. Like if it's still matching my criteria, if it's like midday and I'm like, it's lunchtime, it is matching my criteria, but it's lunchtime. I don't know if they're going to do anything, right? It's because we get the best movement at open and near close. If it's like midday, I try and avoid the lunch. But if it a stock breaks out or something breaks out, and I'm like, I hate having to wait for the setup all day, and it happens during lunch. I'm like, I got to go for it, and so I got to just be consistent with myself. So I'll size small, and if I lose on it, then I'm like, perfect. I would rather size small, lose, sticking to my rules, than really losing and doing all this other stuff that's not sticking to my rules, and not really doing anything that makes sense, right? It's got to make sense to me. And that's how we stay winning over here. A lot of things like make sense. So again, we caught those QQ calls, zone to zone, baby. That's the saying I say in the recap community, zone to zone. What does that mean? It means these zones, these green and red are zones. Zone to zone means we just run straight to them, right? We held down here, this zone, pushed up to this zone, zone to zone. We opened up here, zone, hit this zone. Yeah. And so beautiful, right? We opened up above this zone, the 611, and the zones say in the zones Bible, right, that if we open up above a zone on a higher time frame, we're going to the next zone. And we did that, right? Beautiful, beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. Awesome. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Yeah, I had a lot of questions. I had a lot of questions about like the roles, signing up and things like that. So let me go over that. If you have questions, let me know right now on the stream. But questions pretty much are, what's the difference between the roles and stuff like that. If you sign up, become a member. That's usually what 99% of people do. 90%, 80% of people do, where they just want to join the community. And you're joining and you're getting access to pretty much everything except, live trading. So you're getting, obviously my live trades are in the channel, right? You're getting access to the members only chat, members gains. You're getting access to me as well. You're getting access to high conviction setups, Lotto Friday watch list, the zones, obviously, and Rio Cap AI. So all of that. Now, the difference between that and is top member is you're getting all that plus live trading. You're locked in with live trading, and plus you're getting one-on-one mentor sessions whenever you need it with me. It's a really good value. If you love to be locked in on everything that we're doing, right? Obviously, you get access to the trade alerts, the lives, Regal Cap AI, the zones, high conviction, lottos, members only. You get everything. You're getting everything. That's it right there. And I have a lot of members that love that as well. Some people just sign up for live trading, and that's the next roll down. If you just get live trading, you're gonna get access to just live trading. No members only, no AI, no high conviction, no watch list, no zones, just live trading and my trade alerts. So you'll get, you'll be able to see that I do alert. Even though if I'm not live, you will still get my trade alerts, right? That if I post it later in the day, if it's a swing, whatever the case may be, right? Right. Today I wasn't live for the Nvidias. You would have got that regardless. Yeah, 90 to 40% win right there. Yeah, so you still would have got that. Now, if you want RioCap AI, you can get that right now. Use code AI, get 70% off. It just gives you access to the channel, and you get the notifications, and it helps a lot. I love that. Let's see what else. And then futures, there are futures alerts. Go take a look at the futures. It's powered by RioCap AI. The futures alerts, it's pretty cool stuff. I use that for the futures as well. Bank off that, baby. Bank off that. So, and then the other one's just mentorship. So if you want to get mentored by me, and we can talk one on one how I catch these. We can chart. I can show you how we do it. Kind of go over how I'm doing it right now. We just talk it out. Whatever you need, I can help. I can fix. I can point you in the right direction, give you the tune up you need, and to go for it. So WAP.com/Rico Capital. Those are all the services in a nutshell. And it's pretty cool. Let's go. Questions, let me know about any of the services, things like that. If you want to know more, RioCap.com. If you want to sign up immediately, just get locked in, people. 2026 is here. It's here. It's already here. We got to get ready for it. Moves like this is just how you get rich. It's absolutely insane. Like insane, insane. I can't believe. I mean, it's insane. And I only focus on moves like this because I'm damn near full porting type. When I get a good move, if it's a Monday and I'm going on a weekly contract, I'm full porting. I'm half porting, I'm full porting. Today was a little bit different. Lotto, it's Friday. OPEX, it's still our strategy, and we got to go for it. And we got the move. Sometimes it works out way better than expected. And today was one of those. I thought we'd stop around 615 area, and they would try and fight it, right, and we would slowly kind of trickle up like that. I thought they would kind of fight it right there, but no, we got that real good push up. So that was exactly what we're looking for. Again, those contracts went over 125%. I stopped tracking at 125% because I was all out by then. But massive move there. Called it out on Nvidia, as well. The setup was the same. Q was the same. Setup was the same. Q, Nvidia, Palantir. There was just so many that it was good. Look at this zone to zone on the hourly on AMD. Out of demand, buyers are here. Rocket straight to supply. Rejected a little bit. Got back in it. Still working. AMD baby. AMD Nvidia looking ready for next week. Let's see if it closes above this though. It needs to close above around here for Nvidia. We can start talking about maybe next week we've seen some better upside. But QQ and Spy, ooh, those are setting up nicely, right? We're bull flagging going into next week. This is looking really good. We caught the major move. One and done. You could have been one and done with me this morning, or you could have got a little more cream off the top with the Nvidias here, 40% win. Pretty good. A little lotto right there. Like it, right? 2 for 2 on the day. That's it. Banger week. Nonstop winning. That's the craziest part. Nonstop winning, guys. So yeah, I really just want to get on here and show you guys like how and why, right? The answer was so clear. It was so clear. If I could get in all y'all's heads, press the button for y'all. I knew at open we're just gonna rock it, baby. We're gonna rock it. So it's how we do it over here. We go capital, baby. It's how we keep the lights on over here. Moves like this is how we keep the lights on. And you got to be prepared. The crazy thing about trading is, and I love it, is that if you show up prepared, the opportunities come every single day. I gotta tweet that out. The one thing I love, that's dude, fire right there. One thing I love about trading is that if you show up prepared, there's opportunities every day to get rich. There's opportunities daily to get rich. That's the beauty part of it. And that was kind of like my mindset, right? Going into when I first started trading, right? 9 years in, 10 years in now, about to be 10 years in. You know, um, I if I lost, I was like, dude, I just got to keep showing up because no way if I go 6 years, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, I lose every single day, right? One of these days, due to like the laws of probability, the law of probability, I am statistically going to hit a huge day that will be life changing. And I did. And I did. I kept telling myself it's going to happen. I did two times, no, three times, three life changing trades. I wouldn't say, okay, I wouldn't say life changing. I would say, I would say it definitely changed my direction of my life. I would say because it gave me that confidence that like I know what I'm doing. I know I can make something of this. And if I can't, it doesn't matter because I'm so passionate about this. I don't want to do anything else. Like, this is it. I love trading. This is amazing. If I can trade my ass off till I'm in a retirement home, I will. And I'm going to be in that retirement home, waking up early with them old folks. I'm gonna be like, we're slamming QQ calls. Wake up, Jeffrey. We're slamming calls. And they're like, oh, it's just Rico. He's just losing his mind. I'm like, yeah, right. Check the stocks right now. We're a big baby. I want to put the whole retirement home on. I'm like, I'm full pouring everyone's pension, everyone's retirement monies, grandma's retirement. Yeah, the one thing I love about trading is that if you show up prepared, there's opportunities daily to get rich. I love it. I love it. Go like that tweet. You agree with that? Go like that tweet. I love that. I love trading. I love we can get it. You can get things done. So I would say one of my life changing trades was turning $1,000 into 10K, my first 10K day, and it was Shopify before the splits, way before the splits. It had monster days where it would run $50, $100, and I just slammed that open, and it turned into an all dayer, an all dayer where it just kept running, and of course turned my $1,000 into 10K, and I was like, holy shit. I was another life changing, not life changing, but directional changing was two contracts off Amazon before the split. Two contracts turned that into 12K, 2K into 12K. Again, I was like, holy shit, like this is it right here. One of my biggest plays was buying like 10, 20 contracts on Zoom on the first earnings in the pandemic when it reported all the usage of everyone using it. That was a no brainer. That earnings, I've never seen a stock move like $300 after earnings or something like that. I was like, dude, my calls are so far in the money. There's no way like they're even going to be gaining anymore. Like they're so far in the money. Yeah, that was a massive win. I don't know. I mean, now that I think about it, I mean, now that I'm like more kind of after I had the zones and things like that, I have a lot of really good wins. At that caliber size. But as far as like, yeah, that Zoom one was a 20K over 20K win. I haven't had a 50K win, and that's just because of my sizing. I don't think I've ever gone in on an option play more than 20K or whatever, and it's probably why as far as the sizing. Yeah, it's all relative, right? At that point, I'm like, dude, that's why I'm like, I've traded with 20K, I've traded with 30K, I've traded with 10K, I traded with 5, I traded with all the denominations. I found that 10K is the best for me. And that's what I do right now. Because 1%, 2% of 10K on a day to day, I can make 1 to 2%. That's still $1,000, $2,000, or 10%. I'm sorry, 10%, 20% daily. With 10K, that's still $1,000 to $2,000. You can do that. You can make 10%, 20% on a trade, easy daily, especially sticking to your strategy. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's perfect, and it saves me from myself, because anything could happen. Anything could happen. Other than them putting that option about the debit card, them you can link your debit card immediately. You know, that's a little risky. There's been times where I'm about to like, oh, I'm about to just full pour 50K right now, let it go. 25K, really 25 because only let 25 go through, or is it 50K, whatever it is. Go through at a time. So you're like, damn, it's crazy, or 10K or whatever the debit card, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy stuff. Good stuff, crazy stuff. Shout out to 150 people y'all showing up here. Pretty cool. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and kind of show y'all exactly how we did it. Yeah, pretty awesome. So if you want my trades, guys, wealth.com/Rio Capital. Learn more about the organization, ricocap.com. I'm Rio Capital. Man, these are the trades that, that just get me out of bed. I'm excited. I wake up like, let's do this, right? Let's do this. $1,000 into 2K, you're doubling, right? $1,000 in 2,200, just boom, you're doubling 100%, 125%, boom. If you're a little bit faster and end up going maybe, a higher, like one higher strike and really full ported or got a good amount of contracts, you'd have made more. You'd have made 200% if you got those 615s. I was pissed about that. Tried, couldn't get filled. Scrambling, right? I gotta get filled. I gotta tell the team, Then we gotta manage the position, and then I gotta win. Like that's the whole. I gotta win. I gotta make sure I'm winning, right? But massive move. Last few days, massive moves on all of our plays. Pretty awesome stuff, guys. Pretty awesome stuff. DM me right now if y'all got any questions. I know a couple of y'all DM me, and I'm gonna get back to y'all as soon as I can or when get off this. But DM me if y'all got any questions. If y'all want to join the team, anything y'all got in mind. Let's start 2026 off strong. I know next year is going to be a massive year, right? It's going to be a really good year. Trump's going to be in full swing into his nonsense. Hopefully, as far as the good nonsense, right? Tax returns, stuff like that. Market's still ripping, things like that. Hopefully, we can continue the uptrend and keep it pushing for some euphoria on the move, and worry about it in a few years down the line. But yeah, appreciate y'all showing up here. Beautiful banger move. Beautiful wins today. Team won. I won. We're all good. We're all loving life. Nice wins. Everyone's calling it a week already. Yep. Market closes in like what, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, 2 hours. Just wanted to go over that. We had some really good setups. I'm gonna stream again probably tomorrow and just kind of maybe go over a little bit more into depth of maybe how I caught some of these and things like that. Kind of what I did today. Just, talk a little bit more. We do have gaps below. You can see them open on Q and Spy. Q down here, right here. So we'll keep that in mind for just in case any retests or things like that. It's the only time I played puts these days around here. Gap fills. Yeah. What did Amazon do? Nice. Opened up above. Ran the zone. Okay, not bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, but the explosive moves we were looking for was, Nvidia, AMD, Google, QQQ, Palantir. Uh, yeah, beautiful move. Yeah, cool, awesome. All right, guys. Wrapping up this streaming session. Let me know if y'all need anything. WAP.com/Real Capital. If y'all want my anything, guys, sign up. What are y'all doing? Lock in. Stop playing around. Get my trade alerts and keep it pushing. Get my trade alerts. Get my zones. My charts. Whatever y'all need. Game plans. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. If you want to learn more, like I said, realcap.com. Check it out. Let me know. All right. Appreciate y'all's showing up, guys. Have a good rest. Y'all's Friday. Have a good weekend. Hydrate. Get enough rest. I need to relax at the gym. Do whatever. Let's do it. 2026 is around the corner, and it's time to run it up, baby. Run it up. Let's do it again, baby. All right. Have a good rest of y'all's day.